Well, good morning. It's Monday, November 22nd, 2024, and welcome to episode 812 of the Lots Project Morning Show, where the coffee's strong, the opinions are stronger, and everything's always filter free. I'm Brian, your host, and today I'm enjoying a light Peruvian from foodforestfarms.com, where you can get 10% off with discount code LOTS10. That's LOTS10. And while you're there, check out the C4 Club. I'm not sure what that noise was, but here we are. Yeah, discount code LOTS10 gets you 10% off. And right now we got a good deal going on over at foodforestfarms.com. The year-long C4 Club membership, where you sign up for 12 months of coffee and end up saving a bunch of money when you pay up front for the year. Only available this time of year from about mid-November till the end of the year is the only time Scramblin' runs that sale, and it's on right now, so go check it out at foodforestfarms.com. The annual C4 membership sale down in the video description, down in the audio description, down in the YouTube description. You can find it there. C4. That's how I get my coffee and how I think you should get yours. Anyway, today we'll be chatting about the shed we put up over the weekend. Corey and I put up another shed out at Delinquent Scully, and also talk about some code that I ended up having to fix myself. I am not a coder. I am not anybody that knows a whole lot. I know enough. I guess I know enough to be dangerous about code, but I was able to fix some stuff that was going wrong. I'll talk about that. And saw an odd company name I want to talk about and wonder what the play is there, but we'll see if we get to that and more. First off, let's head on over into the live chat, see who's hanging out, and get rolling for the day. Good morning, Mike's Homestead. Nice to see you over here. Looks like you're the only one up and early on Monday morning. Oh, and here we go. Pip rolling in. Good morning, Pip. How are you doing? Hopefully everything is going well down there. And yeah, good day. It's supposed to be a good day here today. Weather's supposed to be nice. It was gorgeous yesterday. We had a little cold Friday night, I think, Saturday night, Thursday, Friday. I'm not sure which two it was. It got down there around freezing. Popped back up in temperature, but man, looking at the forecast, I got to go get some firewood today because 5 nights in a row, it's supposed to get down into the mid to low 20s. That's too cold. Too cold, but it should be all right. And then it looks like there might be a little warm up on the backside of that. I'm not sure. But anyway, gonna have to grab some firewood today. I got a ton of it. I got a bunch of they were dead standing trees that we've taken down over the course of the summer, and I kind of scoped them out and had them ready. So all I got to do is go chunk them up into small enough pieces for our cubic mini. Bring them back. I still have some in the truck. I still have some in the tote in here, but I think with the extended period of time that it's going to, we're going to be running a fire and keeping it cozy in here, I'm definitely going to go grab a few cartloads and throw them in the back of the truck. Pip says, yeah, he had to find his long shorts. He had his short pants on. Now he had to get his long short pants on and keep his legs warm. We'll see. Good morning and good day to you, John Palmer. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that for sure. Over there on Noster, thanks for checking us out on Noster. Stream goes there every Monday through Friday. Currently, every Monday through Friday morning, 6 a.m. Central. And why don't you pop in, say hi, and drop a comment. Let me see if I can drop a comment over there. Good morning. We'll see if that pops up. I don't know if it will or not. Sometimes the Noster menus get a little weird and funky on whether they need to be refreshed or not. So, oh yeah, there they are. Good morning, Firewolf Forge. No, it's there, but it's not on my pop out. Interesting. More tech troubleshooting on the air live. That's great. That's great. I'll just put this over top of that, and then Firewolf Forge. I have a feeling I know who that is. How's it going this morning? Anyway, it was a good weekend. Corey and I decided to stay. Sorry about all the bouncing back and forth here. I'm trying to. These pop-outs aren't working. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment. Good morning, Canadian Farmstead, over there on the vertical feed. Thanks for popping in there. All right, well, it's working in this field. I guess I just can't look at myself delayed a little bit. Huh. All right. Anyway, what's wrong, Hunter? Hunter says ugh over on Twitch. What's going on with you, man? I saw your message over there on Noster, I believe. Yeah. Just getting started with this. Okay. Yeah, it's there. I see it. You see mine? riveting troubleshooting here, right? Live on the Lots Project Morning Show. First thing on a Monday morning. Anyway, it was supposed to be pretty cold overnight. I believe Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. This past weekend. And so Corey and I decided to stay here, get some stuff done around here, and also make day trips out to the cabin. She decided she was going to go grocery shopping and do that stuff with me on Friday. So we had a nice little date day on Friday. We went and got pizza again and made the trip. I believe I have to think that she would have to agree that I'm getting better about having company, doing things a little different, and having company on laundry day, grocery day, running errands, and things like that. I've been doing better. It's going to be weird when I get back to doing it by myself and find and see if it's the same. It's been a couple weeks now that the Corey's run with me, and it's nice. It's nice to have the company for sure. But anyway, we did that on Friday. Saturday, we had the goal to go out and put up the new metal garden shed I got from the same company that sent me the larger one that I'm doing the gutter install on, that we put up at our build site. I reached out to them again and saw if they wanted to send out another shed. I've been selling a significant amount of them, and I asked them if they wanted to send out another one, different one, or the same one. I really didn't want to put up that big one again. I would have if they wanted to send it out, but I was thinking I wanted to do a little easier project this time. So they sent out a 3x5 garden shed, tool shed, I guess is what they call it in their listing. But it 3x5, not huge. One box, 185-pound box, so that wasn't really hard to wrestle up to where we were going to put it up. We decided that the best a hoe home. What the hell is a hoe home? I don't have any hoes out at the property. I don't think. Maybe I do. So basically we were gonna put that up. We also wanted to record installation. Last time my installation video got it was all wonky. It wasn't in the right spot. It ended up being just like looking at the woods and this, that. it wasn't usable. And I was just doing a zoomed out video of me putting it up. John Palmer wonders if we're going to call it the Playboy Mansion. Maybe. Do you guys get hey John or Pip? Do you guys get Hunter's messages? Do you see those? You probably don't see those in on YouTube. those that realization's just popping into my head. That Hunter's always over there putting comments, and I'm reading them, and they're not showing up in the fucking YouTube feed. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Hunter, you're just a pain in the ass. Clip that for your wife. Got one guy who can't watch on YouTube. He watches on everything except YouTube. Jesus. Not that I want to encourage people to use YouTube, but oh, speaking of YouTube, guys, it's only 81 more subscribers till I give away the Jade. You guys are doing a fantastic job pushing that out there and getting your friends to subscribe. Hunter said Noster's hard to watch on. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't make the clients. I didn't come up with the protocol. I'm sorry. Anyway, we wanted to record installation instructions if we could. With Corey helping, we figured the instructions said 2 to 3 people, 3 to 4 hours to put it up. Now I had to construct a platform or a base to put it on. I wasn't doing I wasn't going to go the route of the bigger shed and try to do a John Palmer says hashtag keep it small. Story of my life. It's what you get. I can't make it any bigger. Only one. There's one thing that'll make it bigger, but that doesn't make it that big. It's still considered small. So I wasn't gonna fuck around with Canadian Farmstead says it's more intimate. Hey, good morning, Courtney Baker. Good morning, Courtney Baker. Thanks for joining us this morning. Lay your head back down on the pillow and close your eyes and just listen. So I wasn't planning on doing a brick foundation. Basically I threw together some 2x4s in a little stud pattern there and put some scrap decking. We had some 3/4 ply left over from one of the cabin builds, and it was big. Oh, Courtney says, wish I could, but Hunter has me up making lunch, you sandwich maker. Pro sandwich maker. Perfect. So basically I just made a little platform and I had some of the leftover bricks to put on the 4 corners to pretty much level it. Being 3x5, it wasn't that big of a deal trying to get it level, and we picked a spot that was close. So we figured we could knock it out if the instructions said 2 to 3 people, 3 to 4 hours, with recording it and building the platform and 2 of us that have a half a brain in our head. We probably could get it together in a day. We might have to come back and finish it the next day. Now we got up in the morning, had our coffee, took our time. It was still the weekend. It was still Corey's weekend. We sat and we enjoyed our tea. We took the dogs for a walk. She had tea. I had coffee. Took the dogs for a walk and got out there. I think, Corey, what time did we get out there? Like 20 to 10? Oh, 9. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we did get there by 9. Ended up getting there by 9. Have to get stuff out. Corey actually brought eggs and bacon. And so while I was constructing the platform and grabbing grabbing cinder blocks from up at our build site. She was cooking eggs and bacon. It was fantastic. Got done with the platform, got it level. Corey had the breakfast done. We ate breakfast, and then she ate breakfast before the platform was done. But she got all the parts out. Basically, step one in these things is make sure you got all the parts before you try to put it together. Verified we had all the parts. And it all kind of came together. We were getting ready to, she was getting done with the parts. Everything was kind of done right about the same time. So we figured out how we were going to record it. I set up the GoPro. I set up my my phone. And basically, the thought was I was going to read each instruction step, explain it, and then have what? Wait, what? Wait. Hold on a second. Courtney, I have to stop here for a second. Courtney says you better get your friend who I don't have any friends showing off his weenus to the scrapyard. Hunter, did you were you showing your weenus off this weekend at the scrapyard? It's not good. Not good. Anyway, the thought was I was going to explain the step because it is definitely Chinese made with IKEA instructions. There are a little bit of written instructions, but mainly IKEA picture instructions. It can get a little confusing. It helps that I put together one. It helps that I put together one before. So I figured I make a video and read the instruction or talk about the instruction, and then do the step, and I'll have the GoPro going in like super slow-mo, and I'll be able to cut and splice in and figure out where the instructions go in the video. Pip says the scrapyard could get expensive. You got to save money where you can. Fair point. If you can show your weenus and make a little or save a little. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. It's tough times out there. Every dollar counts. So that was the idea. Started off, it went great. I would explain the step. We would record a little clip. We would put it together. Corey was fantastic. Second pair of hands. It was a fantastic second pair of hands, grabbing parts, getting the next step organized, making sure the screws were done, all sorts of great stuff. So we pounded through that, and then all of a sudden realized, hey, I should probably check the GoPro, make sure that that's okay. Well, it overheated. And shut down. Didn't save the video. So basically, in the end, I'm going to have just a video of the instructions. That'll be, which is fine. I'll be able to splice it together. It'll be a good resource for people that want to put it together, or see if it's something that they want, because then I'll do a kind of a walk around at the end and show it. But it's a really nice little shed. We did skip one of the last steps. The shed called for these floor braces to go in. So basically it's a 3x5, 3 foot deep, 2.5 foot deep, by 4.5 foot wide is the base. And the doors it's 2 doors, and they hinge out. So there's only, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches 6 to 8 inches maybe on either corner that are stationary, and then the hinges. Would you say that's like 6 to 8 inches on the edges next to the door? Corey says it's closer to 6. I think it's 8. So that makes that's like perfect sense. It's perfect. So it has 2 edges, and the doors open up like double doors, and it's all open on the inside. And I was like, oh, this is nice. You could put some small shelves in here. You could put all your long handled rakes and all that stuff, gas cans, all sorts of fun stuff. But then the second to last step, they wanted to put these cross braces on the floor, going from front to back, to split the bottom section into thirds. And I'm like, Corey and the Scarecrow, leave the yellow brick road and set up a shed. Jesus Christ. So I'm looking at these 4 floor braces, and basically it was a little L bracket upside down, screw into the bottom frame, and then this support brace slid down on top of it and it's screwed in. And I'm like, what a pain in the ass to have those things across the floor. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what is these floor braces really doing? So I decided to make an executive decision after doing the instruction. I faked the instruction. I walked through the step, and then I laid them in there. I didn't secure them. I did the next step. I did the wrap up video, and then I took them out and drove screws through the base in several different places to keep the base from moving. So we'll see how structurally important those 2 bottom braces are. It's 100, and I think the shed's like 100, and it's under $150. And then, like I said, we had scrap material to build the base. And Corey and I, from the time we started putting it up. So this was not including building the base, eating breakfast, or unloading the parts. But from the time we hit go on the first step, including recording all the steps and recording or including a break or 2 for activities, we finished in 4 hours, just about 4 hours, right around 4 hours. So I think if we hadn't have been recording, if we had tried to put it together, we probably could have hit 3. Could have probably hit 3 hours. Good morning, Jim. Thanks for popping in over there on Noster. Appreciate that. So I think we could have got 3. Canadian Farmstead said looks like a good tool shed. It is. I mean, I think it'll be really nice. We will probably end up getting more of them. Whether they send them free or not, I'll probably end up for 100, and I think this one was I want to say it was 110. But then for some reason in the back of my head, I got 130 something. I can settle this right now. But it is a nice shed. It's sturdy. It felt sturdy going up. It went up way easier than the last one, because it was smaller, because there were less pieces, because I was able to, when I put the deck up, I was able to really level the deck, and so it was level, and then I was able to square the base frame before I started. So I think the holes lined up better. Hunter was saying size or experience that made it easier and quicker to put up. both, I think. I think it was probably a combination of both that it went easier. The fact that it was smaller, I think, helped the holes line up. There was less chance of it to run off, and the holes to get out of line. The biggest problem I had when we were doing, looks like the 3x5 is like $120. The biggest problem I had on the last one, oh, there it is, 139. So this one has a peaked roof. The $120 one has a single slant roof from front to back, and looks like it doesn't have any vents in the roof. So if you saw video or pictures of the large garden shed we put together, it has little white vents in the top. Actually, I can share this and show you guys. So the one without the vents, 3x5, $120. A 3x5 with the vents and the double pitched roof is $139, $140. So $150 plus the platform. Here, I'll pop this up. So this is the cheaper one. Has this type of roof. And then the one we put up is this one. Oop. So it's got the double pitched roof and these vents on the front and the back. So it definitely, it'll stay cooler in there. And like you see in the picture, they have shelves in there. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see on the screen. I can see it on mine. There's a railing right here next to these boxes, and then another one right underneath those shelves, the edge of those shelves. And that's what I didn't put in. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Experiment wise, it was a big experiment. It was a big experiment. But Mistmo has a bunch of different sizes: 6x4, 6x8, 8x6, 10x8, 10x10, 10x12. All these are the ones that I'm hoping maybe they send out for me to experiment with and put up on the property. So they should get easier and easier. They should get easier and easier. The small frame, the limited number of pieces. The roof was only 4 panels as opposed to like 40 panels for the other one. They're actually wider panels, so the roof was where the holes really got out of whack when I was doing the last one, and it didn't get out that far out of line this time because there's only 4 pieces. There's only 4 pieces. So thanks for the zap, Jim. Appreciate that. So that was good. It was good. I was excited to get that done. We were like running up against dark. It gets dark early here and out in the woods when there's no when the sun starts to go down in the woods there, it gets dark earlier than not in the woods. So we were really racing against it, and we were able to finish. So we were excited about that. Get everything cleaned up and get some pictures. I got to be out again today. Probably do a follow-up video, actually do a review video instead of an installation video. Get that posted up. It's a lot easier to edit that than this instructional that I put together. But hopefully the instructional does decent on the YouTubes or Amazon and sell some sheds, because it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a pain in the ass to do instead of just putting the shed together and rolling through, stopping, explaining each step as we go. I mean, there were only 21 steps, but you get in the groove and you're like, all right, what's the next step? Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Corey, go hit record. Stop and explain everything, and then stop it and then get going again. So Canadian Farmstead's wondering, am I going to get one of each, attach them all, and make a 15 1,500 square foot cabin. No, I will not be doing that. We went up, or I've been up in that, in the bigger one, even with the vents, rather warm in the summer, rather warm with the sun beating on it. So be nice in the winter. Summer would be kind of rough. So that was a good project for the weekend. We were excited to get it done. We had planned to possibly have to go back yesterday, but we didn't. We didn't have to. We got it all finished up. So yesterday we got to spend the day. I just spent the day doing some organizing, some cleaning. I get all these products in, and they just kind of pile up here, and I don't have a lot of room to put them away, so I just like shift them around in my room. So I went through those, kind of deciding what I want to get rid of, how I want to get rid of it, and what I want to keep out of these products that I get to take a look at. I got ready for this week. I got several other products that came in. Tools, guys. I'm getting tools, which is nice. I got a pair of Lionsman's pliers, a pair of side dikes. There's a question for you guys. What do you call diagonal cutters? What do you call this tool? You can see on the screen. What do you call that? On the box, they're called diagonal pliers. 7-inch diagonal pliers. Hunter says homosexual female. Pip says wire cutters. I'm with Hunter. I was always taught, raised, and all the way through a lot of my industrial maintenance experience, those are side dikes. John Palmer says flush cut. The fuck is a flush cut? Canadian Farmstead, the land up north, they call them the pinchy snippers. The pinchy snippies, excuse me. The pinchy snippies. Jim says looks like fence clippers. Yeah, side dikes. They're side dikes. That's what they are. So I got some pinchy snippies. Hunter says the horse ones are called nips. I got these pinchy snippies. I got a pair of Linesman pliers, a 22-ounce framing hammer. What else did I get in? That might be about it for this week. I had some other stuff that I'd already owned that I've been meaning to do review videos on that I got in my basket over there. Some fire starters that are working phenomenally. If you guys need fire starters, there's these ones we've been using that Corey really likes. It's almost like a white I don't know, resin inside a little plastic, and they're not plastic. It's actually compressed vegetable oil or something container. It's like looks like cellophane. It looks like a white resin inside cellophane, and you light it, and they burn forever. They're non-toxic. There's no smell. There's no residue left over, and they burn forever. Corey's been loving them for the wood stove, and so I'm going to do a video on those if you need them. I can't grab them from here. Kickex, something like that. I'll have video out this week sometime, but they work really good, and they're relatively inexpensive. So yeah, kind of cleaned up the room and started planning out some end of the year stuff. Not necessarily New Year's stuff. I don't really prescribe to the whole New Year resolution thing like that. But I did look at the fact that December 1st is next Monday. For any of you guys looking for a day, everybody's like, oh, I'll start it on a Monday. I want to start on a Monday. I want to start my new diet on a Monday. I'm going to start my new routine on a Monday. Canadian Pharmacist says I must have touched the ducks on Saturday. I wasn't even here on Saturday, but I do have to touch the ducks every once in a while to recharge the ticker. It was resistance at 100K, man. Like, you had to believe there was going to be resistance at 100K. 100,000 is like the round numbers of round numbers. Let's get it straight that, yeah, it was going to bounce. There was a lot of sell going on. But yeah, I had to touch the ducks. But anyway, anybody looking to start their diet, their routine, whatever they want, just so you know, Monday is December 1st. Now, a good round number to set a goal for your diet, everybody's like, give it a month, give it 2 months, 90 days. 90 days is a nice solid amount of time to give something a chance. I think that's what Ken Berry suggests. Sunday, excuse me, is December 1st. Sunday, the beginning of the week. Thanks, Mike. I had it. I had it written down as Sunday, and then I said Monday. But anyway, if you start Sunday on the 1st, 90 days is February 28th. 3 months with the extra days and the 28 days and everything. So if you want to give it 90 days, Canadian Pharmacist says calendars are hard. I think I was looking at the Canadian calendar. Sorry, my conversion was off. I had Sunday on my shit, on my notes, like legit. I wish I could push my notes up here, but I can't get that screen to share. Just won't share. Hunter says truck tires low. I might need the tire kit. Did you order one yet? I got the video recorded. I haven't edited it. But yeah, there are metric days. Canadian Farmstead, they are definitely metric days. That's why it was Monday, not Sunday. But yeah, Sunday rollout. Sunday, if you start something up, you got a nice even cutoff on the end of February. Just say I got to make it to the end of February, and then you can throw your diet in the trash there 2 months into the new year, like everybody else. So just throwing that out there. December 1st is coming up. Black Friday is coming up this week, guys. If you could do me a favor and use affiliate links, hopefully mine, but anybody, please at least give us a little bit of kickback off all the money Amazon's going to make off of all the shopping this weekend. Or I mean, I guess there's plenty of other places to shop too, but definitely use your affiliate links. If not mine, someone else's, but preferably mine. If you can't find a link in a video or something like that, you can always go to amazon.com/shop/the Lots Project. That's my Amazon storefront. And you can click on anything and start your shopping there. And it starts that tracking where we get credit for anything that you buy in that shopping trip. So Amazon.com/shop/the Lots Project. Before you do any of your Amazon shopping, I would appreciate that. And then I've started doing what's called Canadian Pharmacist says, I don't remember. Do I need to click a special link for Canadians? Do you shop on Amazon.ca or Amazon.com? Do you have, you don't have a US shipping address that you use or anything like that. You probably have to shop at the Amazon.ca. I do have I do have Amazon Canada. John Palmer says Amazon doesn't sell guns. I'm sorry. Is that all you want for Christmas is guns? And all you're buying for Christmas is guns? Hold on, Canadian Farmstead. Yes, Canadian Farmstead. You can go to amazon.ca/shop/the Lots Project, and it works the same. I do have an Amazon affiliate account in Canada, and I've been logged out of it since I got a new computer. I just know I get emails that says I'm still accumulating commissions. So that'll be a big surprise at the end of the year when I log on there to get tax documents and take a withdrawal, because I don't have it set up to withdraw anywhere. So it's just accumulating. I don't know. It was off for a long time. So the way that went down is I was doing Amazon videos in the US, and somebody that was in some of the groups, the Facebook groups I'm in for learning and sharing and all this shit, said Amazon Canada and Amazon UK and Amazon Australia and France and all these different countries are now available to upload your videos. So basically, if I made a video for Amazon US, I could search on Amazon Canada, and if the product was there, which they're not always, Canada, they all have different product listings. If the product was there, I could just upload it again to Amazon Canada, and it was a different account completely. I had to set up international tax stuff and all that bullshit. So I did it, and I uploaded a couple of videos. I started making a couple bucks, like literally a couple dollars, especially since it was Canadian dollars. And I was like, all right. So I had it open in a browser, and I had to open it in a separate browser because it was a similar login. And I was bouncing back and forth and all this. So I had it open in Brave, or one was open in Chrome and one was open in Brave, and so I monitored that for a while, and then all of a sudden I stopped earning. I stopped earning anything. I stopped getting any clicks. I stopped getting anything. And so I dug into it a little bit, and they just turned videos off for like 8 weeks. They just stopped using them. They stopped using them on the Amazon.ca, and it sounded like Great Britain and all the other ones except for the US. And I believe they're all run independently. And so I just forgot about it, really, because there wasn't any reason. I check it once a week, and it was still 0 clicks for the week, 0 earnings, no sales, blah, blah, blah. Well, my computer crashed. The login was stored on there. I have it written down somewhere, but it was auto logged in. And I'm sitting here, and I get an email, and it was like, your commission's being dispersed and blah, blah, blah. And they send me an email. They actually sent me 2 emails. 1, your commission's being dispersed, and 2, we tried to disperse your commission and you don't have anything set up for us to send it, so we'll just roll it over till next month. That's what it says every month. It doesn't give me any numbers. It doesn't give me anything other than, we're going to send it. Whoops, we couldn't send it. So all of a sudden I got another one of those. And I was like, wait a second. So I logged back on, and obviously they had turned the videos back on Amazon CA. So that's back up. My storefront had always been there. So you could always go to amazon.ca/shop/the Lots Project. You should probably save that in your browsers if you're in Canada and you shop on the Amazon Canada. But yeah, that's how that kind of went down. Canadian Farmstead says, when Amazon started, it was great. Bought from .com, better pricing, but was shipped from within Canada, so no import duty. Interesting. Was that prior to them rolling out .ca? I'm guessing they they might have run into some import export shit or accounting nightmare. Who the hell knows? Yeah. So it is what it is. I appreciate if you guys use those. Other than that, I suggest you guys buy some Blockstream Jades for your family. With the price of Bitcoin just going to keep trickling up, it's going to keep going, and then it's going to be gone slowly, then all at once. Grab some Jades. Get your family learning how to use them. I think it's a great value. The price on that for the hardware wallet and the security that it is secure, or the security that it provides, definitely worth it, in my opinion. The link for that and a discount code is down in the video description, the audio description. You can always send me a message and you can find it. It's on the webpage at thelotsproject.com, along with a bunch of other links. Hunter says, with the new tariffs that are going to be dropped in place, does that mean no more maple syrup? Are they putting tariffs on Canada? I assume that that's a Trump thing. I assume that's a Trump thing. China, mostly, I'm guessing. But are they putting tariffs on all imports or just certain countries? They make maple syrup in the United States too, Hunter. Oh, sorry. Hunter on Twitch said, with the new tariffs that are going to be dropped in place, does that mean no more maple syrup? He said that on Twitch. I suppose I could put it on the screen. Jim says over on Nostr, thinking about starting an anti-procrastinating plan, but I'm going to wait till after the new year. That joke's so old. The last time I heard it, I fell off my dinosaur. Just like Jim, super old. Jim, I have a question for Jim. Since you've been around for so long. When was Jesus born? Was Jesus born in December or was he born in May? Do you remember when that happened? I think you all got a mailer or something happened. Something happened when he was born, like the signal flare went up, or the whole world kind of lit up for a little bit. Do you remember? Was it in December or was that another time of year? Did you guys get the birth announcement? Anyway, speaking of Amazon, I ran across a video in one of my groups. Jim says, I forgot, but we killed him in April. Touché, good sir. I was on one of my Canadian bars that said Jim showed up with orange juice. Jesus. I was in one of the Amazon, one of the groups that I get tips and tricks from, and I saw a post. So I've told you guys that Amazon has the regular commissions, then they have these things called creator connections, and it's where I get in contact with a lot of the companies. Actually, you guys will be proud of me. I've been getting no juice for you. I've been getting agents reaching out to me to secure just sending products to me all the time. The legwork's going to get a little less, where I'm not going to have to email all these individual companies. I've had a couple of people see my videos and say, I get products daily, weekly. You want me to just send them to you, or you want approval? And so we've been working on that. So I might just have a steady stream of stuff showing up instead of having to do the legwork. But Creator Connections was where I would message a lot of these companies, and it's a nice place. Mike said, "Are they foreign agents?" A lot of them may or may not speak English very well. Yeah. I have to assume they're not local. But they also offer larger commissions on these Creator Connections, where Amazon, just for regular shit, just so you guys know, I make like 2%, 3% off the high end items on Amazon for all these videos I make. It's a volume thing for sure, not an individual commission thing by any means. But on these Creator Connections, the companies can set up campaigns for limited amount of time. They can do a month, they can do 3 months, they can do a year, where they offer higher commissions. Normally the minimum is 10%, but some get in 15, 20, 30, 50% per sale, depending on the product. And so basically you accept these campaigns, you get a tracking link, you post it, and you have to post at least one video, social media post, some sort of content, blog post within the time period. And once you do that, anytime you sell any of that item number, you earn a bonus commission, a little higher commission. So it's a nice way to pad those numbers that Amazon really rakes you for not very much when you sell shit on their site. And so John Palmer says we knew it wasn't about quality. Thank you. There is definitely a particular style that works on Amazon that doesn't really transfer well to YouTube. But why not post them there anyway? I guess is the philosophy. The product videos I do are really geared toward Amazon. And so basically I would go through and scroll through. There's 30,000 listings on Creator Connections. 30,000 different products. Hunter says, do they take a processing fee, or that's taken out before you see it? They don't take a processing fee. I'm guessing that's just rolled into the shitty commission rate. Oh, the agents, the agents that send the products. Basically, that's a negotiation with each individual. Some offer commissions. Some offer regular commissions. Just going to send you products. Some will pay for video production. And offer higher commission rates on products depending on their relationship with the companies, or others will actually want to buy your videos, which is expensive. You can charge a lot for them buying the content rights. So all the videos I make, I own the rights to. I haven't sold some of them, that depending on where I upload them, some other people get rights, but it is what it is. So I don't know if you're talking about the agents taking a cut. The agents get paid separately from me, and the commissions come either through Amazon when I post a video and people use the links, or directly from the agent, depending on the deal we work out privately, set away from Amazon. Anyway, I scroll through these items on Creator Connections looking for items to request products for, products that I want to use, products that I could use, products with higher commissions, things like that. Because there's a messaging feature where you can message the brand directly in there. It's very convenient. It works really well. The response rate is pretty low. The follow through rate is even lower. So if I send 100 messages, I'm guessing I hear back from 20, and probably get a product from 10. So it's a lot of legwork. But I had been noticing that now that I've been doing this for going on 11 months, that some stuff I made product videos for prior now have campaigns with higher commissions. So I was like, oh, I see it on my sales report. I'll go, and then I join the campaign. I already have a video made, so I qualified that. Even if I don't promote it anymore, I'm obviously selling it on Amazon because it's showing up in my sales report. And then I start earning the higher commission on the sales after that. Well, this guy's video in one of the groups said, "Hey, I wrote a script that you go and you run it in you guys ever open up the developer console on a website? You ever do that? You guys know that that's possible, that you can run script on someone else's website. Uh, Basically, this guy said, you take this first script, you go to your Amazon storefront and you run the script, and it'll populate all the AISN, the AISN, the Amazon product numbers. So you run this script, it generates all the product numbers for all your videos that you have. And then you take another script and you go to this creator connections to the available campaigns, and you run this script with all your product numbers pasted into it, and it'll pull up all the campaigns out of those 30,000 that have your product numbers in it, and you can accept them and then earn the commissions instead of having to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. I was like, this is fantastic. What a time saver. And so yesterday morning with coffee, I sat down and I was like, all right, I'm gonna knock this out. They said it takes a little while to search. It can be a little wonky, this and that. And so I sat down with coffee and I started to do it. And I did the first script, and I did it exactly like his instructions said. And I copied it in there, and I got an error. And I'm like, what the fuck? I tried it again from zero. I cleared everything out. I opened a new browser. I cleared all my cookies and all that shit. I pasted it in there and nothing. It just get an error. And I'm like, this sucks. This sounds so nice. It sounds like it is going to be so valuable, and I can't get it to work. And so I commented on the guy's YouTube video, and I was looking at kind of the response rates, and basically it looked like he checks his YouTube messages every day or two. And I didn't want to wait till today or tomorrow and then get busy and not get this done. And so I was like, I wonder how. I don't know code very well. I could decipher a little bit of what the error message was, and did a little Google foo and was like, oh, okay. I don't know how to fix it, but at least I know why it's not working. And so I was like, wait a second. I copied the code. I opened a ChatGPT browser and I pasted the code in it and said, tell me why this is returning an error. And hit enter. And in 10 seconds, I had a written out list of reasons why it was wrong, why it was returning the error. I said, ChatGPT, fix it. Make it so it'll work. And this is what I want it to do. It spit out new code, corrected. I copied and pasted it. I pasted it into the fucking website. I hit enter and it worked. And I was like, oh, okay. And looking into it, it was on my end. His code was right, but where I was copying and pasting it into Word, and some of the characters were changing from an apostrophe to other things. So it wasn't translating from the web text to Word. I should have just had it in a notepad instead of Word. Word is fucking insane. I am about ready to not use Word anymore, ever again. It broke my brain yesterday. But anyway, ChatGPT cleaned my code up. I posted it in there. It worked. I got my product numbers, and then I went to step 2, and it wouldn't fucking work. And so I did the same thing, and it worked just great. So literally with no coding experience, I was able to take someone else's, and I haven't dug in a little bit. I'm wondering if I could have. I could have. It would have taken some time, but I was wondering if I could have generated the code using ChatGPT. John Palmer says yes. ASIN, Amazon Standard Identification Number. Yes, that. I every time I type it backwards, so that's the way it's stuck in my brain. I always type AISN. It is what it is. It is what it is. So that was nice. ChatGPT saved me a shitload of time, but it was able to fix that for me, and it was very satisfying. It was very satisfying. So now when the guy writes back and was like, blah, 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 I can at least let him know it was on my end, that it was Word that was sending my code sideways. But it worked fine. It worked great. And I had 14 product numbers that I had videos for that I wasn't signed up for the campaigns in Creator Connection. So I was able to go through. He said that he's actually working on a script to auto accept those. So basically you run the code and you run the second code and it automatically accepts all those campaigns for you. I probably won't use that. I think manually going through 14 different things and verifying that I want to promote the product is probably a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. There's people in my groups that have thousands, 3, 4, 5,000 videos on their Amazon storefronts. Talk about quality and quantity. John Palmer mentioned we're sure it's not for quality. I always question if my stuff's good enough. I went and looked at some videos. So a lot of people are always on my groups I mentioned talking about how they don't make any money. They only make a couple dollars a month. They've been doing this for 3 or 4 months and they only make a couple dollars. And I go and look at their videos, and I'm impressed by my videos after I watch theirs. I am surely not as quality as some, for sure. I understand that, but when I go and look at a lot of the content, the videos that people are putting out and expecting to make money, I don't feel as bad. I feel like it is what it is. I did my research. I know what works on Amazon product listings. I guess a little bit. Time length wise, it could get better. I have no doubt it could get better, but compared to some of the video examples that I pulled up with people that are struggling way more than me with this program, I don't feel bad. I'm a few steps ahead, so that's nice. But I don't have I have 130 videos, I think I looked at it. If I didn't make any more, oh, John Palmer says I was giving you a hard time. Your videos are fine. Yeah, I know, but I give myself a hard time. I question every video that I upload. I'm like, it could have been better. Will it sell any products? It could have been better. I question it all the time. But seeing mine up against some of the ones that are worse than mine make me feel pretty good about myself. But I think when I looked at the number of videos, if I didn't put another one up for the rest of the year, I averaged over 10 a month, which is kind of where I was targeting at the beginning. I figured if I could do 10 a month, actually I wanted to do 20 a month, but I realized that was a lot on the plate. But I'll be averaging over 10 a month, even if I don't release anything, if I don't post anything the rest of the year. So that was good. Hunter says, yeah, but you take pride. It's not a complete easy button. Oh no, it's not. It's not, for sure. John Palmer says I could find a better looking actor. I know. The it's so hard to find good looking actors in this part of the woods. Yeah, it's all right. Jim over at Noster says AI saves the day is going to be a thing. No shit, man. It really is. And so I'm impressed. That got my AI bug going again. I've had some stuff that's been sitting on the side burner for a while that I just needed to figure out, and I think ChatGPT could be a super help for that. I mentioned the 1st of December coming up and 90 days and shit like that. I got some stuff. I might be doing some changes to pretty much everything across the board. Frequency wise, I might drop a couple days of this show and add on some other platforms. I'm not sure quite yet. I got another week to think about it, but I have some stuff I'm going to want to change personally here with my routines. The show, have to figure out what direction that's going with. I have some other opportunities to do some things that might be a little more lucrative, which is the end goal, really. This is really the end goal. So we'll see. I'm still, it's all up in the air, guys. I don't know. But anyway, one of the other things I found this weekend, associated with Nostr. So if you guys have Nostr, you can spin up a website from your Nostr posts. All or some of your Nostr posts. You can sort them by hashtag. You can sort them by all sorts of different stuff and decide which ones publish onto your website. You can use a site called npub.pro. npub as in like your public profile, your public key. npub, npub.pro.pro. You log in with your Nostr keys, depending on if you want to read only or you want to write. Would be whether you use an extension to log in. There's several ways to log in with your NSEC, your private key. Just be careful where you enter it. But npub.pro basically will take your Nostr feed and convert it into a website. There's a couple dozen, at least, I would have to say. A couple dozen themes like WordPress. If you've ever worked in WordPress, you can pick a theme for the website. It's got standard colors and formats and all that stuff. Basically, you go to npub.pro and you say make my site, and it gives you a drop-down menu. You pick all the different sites. You can see what it looks like. You can determine, like I said, what it shows. It can just be your complete every note you've ever posted. It can be notes with specific hashtags. Jim says, "Oh man, I'm gonna get busy making bad websites." They're not bad though, Jim. They're not bad is the thing. It's really slick. And so in maybe 5 minutes, it must have been 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I spun up a where did that go? I spun up a website with my Nostr feed. And basically, I just used the hashtag grow Nostr. So anything that's on there that has hashtag grow Nostr, it pops up on the feed. I just posted the link on the Nostr feed and in Twitch and YouTube. You can find it if you're listening. You can find it at the Lots Project, thelotsproject.npub.pro. That's the website you can get for free. You can also pay sats and get your custom URL that'll populate. But as I was doing this was just a test, basically, to test out how easy it is, how it looks, and things like that. I think there is a fantastic opportunity to use this to put up quick websites, to put up targeted websites for maybe a business, for maybe a deal of the day type thing. I said in the Telegram group that I had to make a little notepad of ideas for this. Basically, if you've used Nostr, you know you can spin up a new NPub in the blink of an eye. Basically, you go in and you create new. You fill in a little information and it's done under 5 minutes. Under 5 minutes from zero. The video that I made, it took less than 5 minutes to sign up for Nostr. You aren't limited by accounts. You don't need an email address for each one. You don't need blah 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 like you would say Facebook and all that shit. Basically, you create NPubs. Hunter says, heck yeah, you can. Hunter says, getting a logo, however. You just need to, because you need it hosted. Right. I mean, there's ways around that too. But anyway, you could spin up a Nostr profile for, say, the first thing that came to mind for me was Director Detour, the other podcast that I spun up, the interview podcast that I spun up. By the way, new episode out today. Nancy Dillingham Marks. It was nice. It was a good interview. You should check it out. You can find it Director Detour in all your podcast players, or patreon.com/Director Detour. But anyway, I was just sitting here thinking as I was looking at NPub Pro, I was like, I could spin up a a Nostr feed, a new set of keys, and post all my episode releases and all my episode shorts and clips and information revolving around the podcast, and then create an npub.pro page out of only that feed. Or literally, I could hashtag Director Detour on my main Nostr feed and select only hashtag Director Detour to populate on the npub.pro page, and that's all that would come up. It takes a little bit of messing around with the formatting of the posts, like especially with pictures, how it rolls out, and some other things that you just have to look at and play with. But man, what an easy button for getting up a website for whatever deals of the day. You have a niche community that you go and you find Amazon deals or whatever yarn deals at the yarn barn. You could post it to your Nostr. It will automatically populate and update your website. And then you share your website, yarnbarndeals.npub.pro, and people just go there, or they bookmark it, and it pops up every time you add one on Nostr. So it's a way for people to see your Nostr feed without having to sign up for Nostr, without having to download a client, without having to download anything. But I think specifically it could be rolled out and used for other purposes pretty easily. Just let your brain go wild for a second on what you could spin up if you had instantaneous updating of your website by basically going to Amethyst or Damus and post a note, and it's on your website. It's on Nostr. I think it's pretty powerful. There is a paid version where you can get the npub.pro jettisoned. There are other, I think there's other selections. There was customizable domain name, basically, and I don't know how much it was. I don't think it was that necessary at the point that I was messing around with it and digging in. So if you're on Nostr, if you're thinking about it, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think you could use it for. If you don't want to do it publicly, you can send me a message. I would love to bounce ideas off things back and forth. With the bull run coming up, I'm going to be doing some more Bitcoin onboarding for new folks, because we know new folks love to buy in at all-time highs. So if you guys know anybody that's running their mouth about wanting to buy Bitcoin, needing to buy Bitcoin, wanting to learn about Bitcoin, you can send them my way. Basically, how it's going to work is the same as it did before. They sign up for a 5 to 10 minute chat where we figure out where they want to get to, where they're at currently, whether they have never looked at Bitcoin, they just heard it on the news and they want to know more about it, or they're kind of versed and they're just looking to learn how to download a software wallet or transfer from a software wallet to a hardware wallet or make their first purchase. Let them get a hold of me. We'll chat about it. We'll determine, first of all, whether I can help them or not, or I want to help them or not. There's just some things I don't want to teach people. There's some things I don't want to be responsible for teaching people. So we'll make that evaluation in a free chat. We'll talk and decide. I will let them know how long I think it's going to take, how many times we're going to have to get together, how much it's going to cost, and we can decide if that's something they want to pursue. Pretty simple and straightforward. So I've done a lot with Bitcoin. I am not an expert by any means. I don't claim to be. I'm not in the upper echelon of understanding. I understand Bitcoin. I understand blockchain. I know how to do things, but I'm not on the cutting edge of it by any means. So I really think that onboarding free chat to determine if I can help people, if I want to help people, and let them know what the roadmap is before I start saying, oh yeah, I can teach it all to you. 16 sessions of $150 a piece. Hunter says, oh, look at that. With Twitch, I can look at that link and listen. Who owns Twitch? Microsoft? Was that Microsoft owns Twitch? I've had three different people I know get kicked off of Twitch from live streaming. So they're not much better than YouTube on the censoring side. So, but anyway, npub.pro. If you're on Nostr, definitely check it out. If you're on Nostr, why not check it out? It's 5 minutes. Literally, you probably do it under 5 minutes. If you want to look through all the different templates unless you know. Some people can look through them and they get one that's pleasing to their eye. Other people need to look at every single one to make sure they get the one they like the most, and then they have to go back through them all again. It might take a little longer because there are a lot of options, but solid little tool that I think could definitely be used for a lot of cool purposes. So check it out, npub.pro. Like I said earlier, if you want to help support the Lots Project, you can go to amazon.com/shop/the Lots Project if you're going to be doing any Black Friday shopping, any Amazon shopping ever. If you stop there and click any of the products there, it gets you in my tracking, and then I earn a little credit. It is Black Friday. It's big, heavy shopping season, so hopefully income goes up. Because in January and February, guys, I'll tell you, income goes down. Lots of returns and not a lot of people shopping. Some gift card pops, but the barren deserts of January, February really happen for sure. So front loading up into November and December is a great time to do it. So check out those links. Other links down in the video description, the audio description, all the ways you can find me and check things out. Website's is going through a little bit of a change. Hasn't been published yet, but is in the framework. The framework has been pretty much set, and I just need to pound out all the pages and the text and all of that. So look forward to that coming soon. And yeah, gonna go out, spend some time in the woods today. And do a lot of planning for the rest of the week. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you had an awesome weekend, and you get a bunch done here on Monday. Start the week right. start it productive. If you get a lot done today, that means you got to do a little less tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. Oh, it's Thanksgiving week. Hopefully you all have a little time off this week. I'll probably, I don't know what the show schedule is going to be doing during Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all that stuff. We'll see. Maybe I'll fire up an Amazon Live on Black Friday for the shopping, because Corey and I will be here hanging out. So we'll see. We'll see. Definitely something to think about. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we will catch up with you in the morning.